brain theory.
Your brain is lazy, not because you're broken, because it was built that way. It avoids effort. It resists change. It clings to comfort. And every time you say, "I'll do it later," that's not weakness. That's biology. You think you're procrastinating because you lack discipline. But the truth is deeper, older, wired into the core of your nervous system. Your brain was designed for survival, not success. It wants safety, not greatness. Certainty, not growth. So it fights you when you try to level up, it distracts you, it delays you, it convinces you to stay small. But here's the secret. Once you understand how this lazy system works, you can outsmart it. Not by forcing yourself, not by grinding harder, but by working with your brain. Hacking its defaults, bending its patterns, turning its laziness into leverage. If you're tired of feeling stuck, if you're sick of watching your potential rot in the corner while your brain feeds you excuses, it's time. Let's rewire the machine. Number 1. The brain's default setting, survival over success. The truth is brutal and beautiful. Your brain does not care about your goals. It cares about keeping you alive. That's it. Everything else is optional. So it cuts corners, it automates, it chooses what's easy, not what's meaningful. And when something feels unfamiliar, risky, effortful, your brain throws up a wall. Anxiety, distraction, fatigue, excuses. Why? Because in the past, wasting energy could kill you. Now it just keeps you mediocre. And here's the kicker. The smarter you are, the better your brain becomes at rationalizing the shortcuts it takes. You'll dress up fear as logic. I don't have time. I need to do more research first. It's not the right moment. Lies. Elegant lies told by a nervous system that just wants to keep the lights on with minimum effort. But awareness is power. Once you realize your brain is wired to resist change, not because you're weak, but because you're human, you can stop taking that resistance personally. You can start seeing it for what it is. Noise. Static. A security system that needs a reboot. Number 2. The tyranny of thinking. You believe you need to think more before you act. But what if thinking is the very trap? You believe you need to feel ready. But what if readiness never comes? Here's the truth no one tells you. Your thoughts aren't instructions. They're weather. They come and go. Storms, sunshine, clouds of doubt. They don't mean anything unless you believe them. But you do. You believe them because they sound like you. I'm too tired, I'll ruin it. I'm not that type of person. You let those words stop you because they wear your voice like a mask. But your mind is not a mirror. It's a filter. It shows you a version of the world that matches your fears, not your potential. So what do? You move before your brain gives you permission. You act first, small, dumb, imperfect steps before the mental jury starts debating. Because clarity comes from action, not analysis. You don't think your way into confidence. You earn it, moment by moment, by walking into the fire before it's comfortable. And slowly, your brain adapts. It learns, oh, we didn't die. Oh, this is safe. And a new version of you is born, not from thought, but from courage. Number 3. Dopamine and the trap of feel-good. Let's talk chemicals, not philosophy, biology. You chase dopamine, the brain's reward currency. And dopamine doesn't care if you're achieving your dreams or scrolling through meaningless reels. It fires either way. That's the tragedy. Your brain is designed to repeat what feels good right now, not what fulfills you long-term. So you stay trapped in loops of instant gratification. Snacks instead of stamina. Comfort instead of challenge, distraction instead of depth. And every time you give in, the pathway strengthens. Neurons that fire together wire together. You are programming yourself with every decision you make or avoid. But here's the twist. You can hijack this system. You can train your brain to crave the right kind of discomfort, to associate effort with reward, to link doing the work with a hit of satisfaction. It starts small. Make your success visible. Cross the box, hit the timer. Track your streak. Reward the behavior, not the outcome. Because your brain doesn't care about someday. It cares about now. Feed it the wins. Build the loop. You are not a slave to dopamine. You are its architect. Number 4. The myth of willpower. You've been told willpower is the key. Just push harder. Just be more disciplined. But willpower is a terrible strategy. It's fragile. It depletes. It vanishes the moment you're tired, stressed, or bored. Relying on willpower to change your life is like trying to cross an ocean on a surfboard. You might stay up for a while, but eventually, the waves win. You need a system. You need structure that supports you when motivation disappears, because it will disappear. Habits aren't built through forks. They're built through friction or the removal of it. Make good actions easy. Make bad actions hard. Put your phone in another room. Lay your shoes by the door. Pre-decide your meals. Default to what helps you. You're not weak for needing help. You're wise for designing your environment. Willpower is a matchstick. Your systems are the firewood. If you want the flame to last, stop lighting and relighting it. Build something that burns on its own. Number 5. Identity is the real battleground. Here's the part no one wants to say out loud. You keep failing not because you don't know what to do, but because deep down, you don't believe you're the kind of person who does it. That's the hidden script running underneath your goals. I'm not a morning person. I've always been disorganized. I suck at finishing things. Sound familiar? You don't rise to the level of your ambition. You fall to the level of your identity. And the cruel trick is this. Your brain uses your past as evidence for who you are, not your potential, not your vision. Just repetition. You skip the gym 5 times, that becomes who you are. You scrolled instead of studying. Your brain says this is normal. But identity isn't fixed, it's chosen. And every action you take is a vote. One small habit repeated becomes a pattern. A pattern becomes belief. And belief, that becomes you. So, if you want to become someone new, stop waiting to feel like them. Start acting like them. You don't need proof, you need practice. You become disciplined. By doing disciplined things, you become focused. By practicing focus for 1 minute, then 2, then 10. Identity isn't something you find, it's something you build brick by boring brick. Number 6 is the compass. Let's talk about that feeling you try to avoid. The tension in your chest, the weight in your stomach, the sudden urge to clean your room instead of do the thing you said you care about. That's resistance. And here's the twist. It's not the enemy. It's the map. Your brain throws up resistance right before you do something meaningful, right before growth, right before transformation. It's not a sign you're on the wrong path. It's proof that you're finally on the right one. If it's easy, you're coasting. If it's hard, you're changing. And yes, your mind will beg you to run. It'll seduce you with comfort, numb you with distractions. But that pain, that friction, it's the sound of your old self dying. Let it die. Stop mistaking discomfort for danger. Stop running from the very feeling that signals revolution. Lean in. Feel the fear, the dread, the doubt, and walk anyway. Because the version of you you're trying to become, they're waiting on the other side of resistance. And they don't need you to be fearless. They need you to keep moving. Here's the final truth. The one you felt but maybe never put into words. You are not lazy. Your brain is efficient, but you are powerful. You were never meant to force your way through life. You were meant to understand the machine and master it. This is not about willpower. It's not about motivation. It's about strategy. It's about building systems that work with your biology, not against it. It's about rewiring your defaults, not blaming yourself for having them. No more guilt, no more shame, no more broken promises to yourself. Change doesn't happen when you get your life together. It happens when you take one small, boring, unsexy step in the direction of who you want to be, and then another, and then another. Your brain won't celebrate you. It won't cheer. But your future will. So start now, before you're ready, before it's perfect, before the fear fades, because it won't. Outsmart the machine. Not with force, but with patience, with clarity, with action. And when it gets hard, because it will get hard, remember this, your brain is lazy. But you are not your brain. You are the one who trains it. If that woke something up in you, I want you to comment one thing. I'm not my brain. Let's see who's really listening. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next Brain Theory video.